Governor Sanwo-Olu takes over as chairman of Southwest Governors Forum. Federal government begins conversion of rail locomotive engines to compressed natural gas. On the foreign scene, fire kills 1,000 animals, destroys nearly 100 shops in Thailand's capital, Bangkok. And in sports, Nigeria Premier Football League finds Enyimba 10 million naira over unruly behavior of players. Others. And now, the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has emerged the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum. This decision was unanimously reached by all the Southwest governors, including Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Ondo, and Ekiti states, after a closed-door meeting at the Lagos House, Alausa Ikeja, about 6 months after the demise of former governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu. While briefing journalists after over 4 hours meeting, Governor Sanwo-Olu also announced that the 6 governors present have adopted Ishewa Fun Ilewa as anthem for the Southwest, with assurance that the new minimum wage to be announced by the federal government will reflect true federalism.
Forum condemns in strong terms the group of people agitating for the Yoruba nation. Forum agrees to strengthen the Dawn Commission on its operational efficiency and charges the Commission to focus on economic integration, cooperation, and investment promotion of the Southwest region.
The Southwest Governors Forum, while reiterating commitment to the creation of state police, commended President Bola Tinubu for the groundbreaking of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and ongoing plans for Lagos-Sokoto Highway, and urged him to expedite action on rehabilitation of all federal roads across the country. Governor Sanwo-Olu also pledged the forum's commitment to ensure food security through collaborative efforts on each state's comparative advantages.
The forum believes that the outcome will reflect the true fiscal federalism that we all preach. The forum also encourages the federal government's effort on mineral resource exploitation. There should be a further collaboration between federal government and states, especially in areas of granting of leases to various investors.
Our correspondent Adiola Akindele reports that those in attendance were Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun, Ondo State's Lucky Aiyedatiwa, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, their Osun State counterpart Ademola Adeleke, and Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji. The Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, WAPA, has announced a comprehensive food and nutrition initiative aimed at improving food and nutrition standards across Lagos State. Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Balaji Dada, said this during the advocacy program organized by the Ministry's Women Department to mark the year 2024 Food and Nutrition Day, tagged Onje Oreawu, held recently at the Palace of Oni Sabe of Igbobi, Yaba Local Council Development Area, Lagos. Dada stated that the initiative underscores the ministry's commitment to fostering a healthier and more resilient community through enhanced food consumption and nutritional awareness. According to her, the ministry has been empowering women to be resilient, to grow their food, and focused on educating residents about balanced diets, nutritional values, and healthy eating habits. In his remarks, the Maforunyomi I of Igbobi Kingdom, Obawulabi Adeyemi Adeni, implored women to take advantage of the medical screening opportunity, included an initiative to check their health. The medical director, CEO of the General Hospital Badagry, Olatunde Bakare, has received the donated solar system from the World Bank Rural Electrification Agency, REA. And speaking during the brief handover ceremony held recently at the facility, Bakare, who was represented by the Deputy Medical Director Sam Yemenim, thanked the World Bank and REA for the system. He stressed that it will enhance service delivery at the hospital. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government says it has commenced the conversion of railway locomotive engines from diesel to compressed natural gas CNG. Speaking at Idu National Railway Station, Abuja, Minister of Transportation Said Al-Khali said the government intends to drastically reduce the cost of maintenance as well as maintain a clean environment against carbon emissions. Al-Khali said the engine will work on 30% diesel and 70% gas. This, he said, indicates that at the time the driver starts the engine, it uses diesel, but when it is fully engaged, it will automatically switch over to gas for the rest of the journey. The minister noted that this will bring down the cost of maintenance to about 60 to 70%, as well as control carbon emissions, as it is the way to control local environmental hazards. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has issued a stern warning against corrupt practices by electoral officers, stressing that those found guilty will face severe consequences. INEC Chairman Mahmood Yakubu gave the warning in Abuja during an address honoring the former Director General of the Electoral Institute, late Abubakar Momo, ahead of the upcoming Edo and Ondo State off-cycle gubernatorial elections. Yakubu, who was represented by the Chairman of the Board of the Electoral Institute, Abdullahi Zuru, stressed the crucial role of professionalism and competence among election personnel in ensuring successful elections. And over to foreign news, about 1,000 animals were killed in a fire in Bangkok's famous open-air Chatu Chak market early today, gutting nearly 100 shops. Birds, dogs, cats and snakes were burned to death in their cages in a pet zone, which also included rats, pythons and geckos. Authorities said the blaze was started by an electrical short circuit, noting that no human casualties or injuries have been reported. With tens of thousands of shops crowding narrow lanes, Chatu Chak is one of Southeast Asia's biggest markets. It's also the largest and best known of Thailand's weekend markets. And over to sports news. The Nigeria Premier Football League (NPFL) has fined Enyimba 10 million naira for the unruly behavior of its players, officials and supporters during the match against Rangers International in Enugu. Enyimba walked out of the game in stoppage time on account of a penalty awarded to the host. The league body has also fined Rangers 5 million naira for various offences, including non-provision of adequate security, encroachment onto the pitch by fans and other unauthorised persons, as well as sales of tickets to spectators more than the stadium capacity. Both clubs have 48 hours to appeal the decision. The BFL also wins, and 3 goals to Rangers for the abandoned rental derby with Enyimba. And that's our news at 12. But just before we go, always slow down at road junctions, intersections and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration upgraded to higher institutions to universities? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has emerged the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum. The federal government has commenced the conversion of railway locomotive engines from diesel to compressed natural gas, CNG. And we also told you that about 1,000 animals were killed in a fire in Bangkok's famous open-air Chatu Chak market early today, gutting nearly 100 shops. And in sports, the Nigeria Premier Football League (NPFL) has fined Enyimba 10 million naira for the unruly behavior of its players, officials and supporters during the match against Rangers International in Enugu. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Sadiq Yusuf. Thank you for listening. Beautiful afternoon, Lagos. My name is Mike James.